there's a saying I really like that says that you are only as young as your spine. So today we're going to play around with spine health. We're going to work through the 5 movements of the spine, moving from side to side bending, rounding our spine, arching our spine, getting some rotation, and extending our spine longer. If you'd like to go more into that, you can check out my yoga for relaxation video day 4, where we go a bit more in depth into that idea. For now, we're going to come down to our stomach. We're also going to do a bit of strengthening today, the strengthening of muscles that protect our spine, and we're also going to stretch some of the muscles that contribute to low back pain as well. So relax on your stomach, relax your spine, and just use your breath to feel your spine right now. We often lie on our back to feel our spine, but lately I've really enjoyed lying on my stomach and taking a deep inhale and filling up my back with air. So really feeling the expansion of the back of our body with the breath. Just see if you can locate the spine. How's it feeling? Imagine each of the vertebrae. Completely relax, connect with your breath. You're going to need it for the rest of the practice. Inhaling and exhaling. Always inhaling and exhaling through our nose. Our nose is meant for breathing. Our mouth is meant for communication and eating. It doesn't have the same structures that the nose has to heat the air, to clean the air. Your hands back alongside your body. Palms facing down. Press your palms into the ground. Activate your legs. Bring your legs together, your feet together. Press the tops of your feet into the ground. Lift your kneecaps and start by lifting your belly button. Tuck your abs in. Notice that as you do that, your pelvis starts to tilt. So bring your hip bones, the front of your pelvis, down to the ground to keep your pelvis neutral. And inhale, lift your chest. Keep your feet heavy, your hands heavy. Breathe and keep pulling in your belly button. Imagine that you want to try to not touch the ground with your belly button. Pull it in. Then as you pull in your belly button, bring your pelvis back neutral. Press the front, those bones in the front of your pelvis down into the ground and relax. Exhale. Turn your head to one side. Relax your legs. Relax your arms. Bring your breathing back to normal. We're going to do 2 more of those. So remember, there's so many parts to that equation. It looks like a really easy posture. There's so much to work on there. Try to make it better each time. More connected. Come back, head to the center. Press your palms. Activate your legs. Lift your kneecaps. Bring your belly button in. Press the front of your pelvis down. Pelvis neutral. Inhale. Lift your chest. Take a few deep breaths. Come back to your belly button. As soon as you lift up, press your belly button in. Try to touch your spine with your belly button. Readjust your pelvis, neutral pelvis. Keep activating your legs. Keep pressing your feet down. Press your hands down. And exhale, relax. Turn your head to the other side. Relax everything. Connect back to your breathing. Relax your spine. Feel your body heavy as if you're sinking into the ground. And we're going to do 1 more. Come back to center. Press your hands and feet into the ground. Lift your kneecaps. Pull your belly button in. Tighten your abs. Inhale, lift your chest. Press your pelvic bones down into the ground. Pull your belly button in. Keep your pelvis neutral. Open your chest more. This time lift even higher. Your neck is long. No crunching in the neck. You don't have to look up. You can look down. And exhale. Relax. All right, we're going to do one of my favorite ab exercises. Reach your hands forward, lift them. Imagine that you're holding a beach ball. Lift your legs, separate your feet, and roll onto one side. Don't drop your shoulders. Don't drop your legs. Use only the side of your body. Roll gently onto your back. Keep shoulders and legs lifted. Hands and feet separated. Roll onto your side again. Roll back. Roll to your belly, no belly flopping. Do it gently with control. Roll to the other side. Shoulders and legs are lifted as best as you can. Hands and feet are separated. Roll onto your back. Roll to your side. Exhale gently down to your belly with control. Inhale to your side. Exhale onto your back. Look towards your belly button. Hands and feet are lifted. Inhale, side. Exhale, roll onto your belly. Make each roll as slow as you can. Keep moving with your breath. Side. Now coming onto your back. Trying not to fall onto your back, but to do it with control. Keep your shoulders and your legs lifted. Keep your hands and your feet separated. onto your belly. One more time through. Roll onto your side. Roll into your back. Lift it higher. Side. Belly. You can do it. One more. Onto the last side. Exhale onto your back. You got this. Onto your belly. And relax everything. Awesome. Bring your arms forward in a cactus arm position or goalpost, whatever you want to call that. Elbows are 90 degrees. Lift your left leg and roll it over to your right side. This is, of course, a gentle spinal twist, but the main goal here is to stretch the front of your shoulder. So if you want to bring your foot down to the ground, if you want to keep it hovering, don't worry about it too much. Don't push your spine into too big of a twist now. Keep pressing your right shoulder into the ground. It doesn't lift up. If there's any shoulder pain here, then don't twist as much. Come a bit out of the posture. Breathe into it and exhale, release. Now think about your left shoulder. Left shoulder is pressing down. Lift your right leg. Spin your right leg over behind you. Stretching your left shoulder. The right arm and shoulder really don't matter that much. If you prefer, you can come up to balance on your fingertips, whatever works. Stretching out your left shoulder. Getting into your pecs, the front of your chest. Breathing deeply. And exhale, relax. Elbows 90 degrees facing up now. Fingertips cupped to either side of your body. Inhale, small cobra. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Each time a little bit bigger. Remember what we practiced before. Keep your belly button in, your pelvis neutral. Only do what feels good. Stretching out, inhaling up, exhaling down, leaving your hips on the ground. And after your fourth one, place your palms alongside your body, press yourself up onto all fours. Walk your hands a bit forward, bring your big toes to touch, sink your hips back, knees are separated. Take a few deep breaths with your hands reaching forward. This is an active child's pose right now. So keep stretching your hands forward. Keep stretching your hips back. Take a huge inhale. Lift your chest and exhale. Your left arm is coming under your right. The palm is facing up. You're looking under your right armpit and taking a twist. Inhale. Inflate your back with air. Exhale, gently unravel. Both hands forward, neutral spine. Inhale. And exhale. This time your right arm going under your left arm, twisting to the other side, looking under your left armpit, rotating your back, really trying to feel the twist in the upper spine here. Your hips stay level. They stay centered. Inhale. And exhale, unravel. Come back to center one more time. Reach your hands forward. And exhale, start to lift your hips, slowly coming out of the pose. We're going to take a down dog here. Walk your hands a bit forward. Separate your fingers. Exhale, lift your hips. Pedal out your legs. Bend one knee, then the other. Pressing your heels down towards the ground, lengthening your spine. Down dog is one of the poses that I can most feel that ability to find more space between the vertebrae. Wiggle out your hips from side to side, and then come back center. We're going to do a few rolls forward into plank. So lift your heels, start with your tailbone, your low back, your mid back, and come forward to plank. Roll back, upper back, mid back, low back. Hips are high, sink into down dog. Come forward, exhaling plank. Inhale, start to press up and back. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, press your hips up. Exhale, roll forward. Really try to feel the roll here, one vertebrae at a time, going back and forward. You can feel their abs working. Make sure you're protecting your shoulders here. Your triceps are spinning back. You're separating your shoulder blades. Hold it in down dog. Shake out your head. And exhale, walk your hands back towards your feet. Bend your knees as much as you need. Make sure you're not feeling any bad pulling in your low back. You can bring your hands down to the ground, or you can just let them swing. Maybe bend one knee, bend the other. Inhale, take a huge inhale, and exhale, sink into the forward fold, Uttanasana. Let your spine go long, let your head fall heavy, bend, flex your knees, straighten your legs, flex again. And then we're going to drop our left hand. Left hand comes to the center. Right hand comes up to your sacrum, your tailbone. With your hand, try to feel that your hips are level. Inhale and exhale, open your right shoulder behind you, taking a twist. Use your hand to feel that your hips are not moving. We're only twisting from the upper spine here. If you'd like, you can inhale your right hand up towards the ceiling. Look down towards the ground. Keep your neck relaxed. We're not going to include the neck in this twist today. Keep your hips level. Look at your knees and exhale, unravel. Forward fold again, neutral spine. And then bring your right hand to the center now. Left hand comes onto your sacrum. Feel your hips. Feel that your hips are level. Bend your knees as much as you need here. Your feet are parallel, they're hip width. Exhale, your left shoulder coming back behind you, twisting from the upper back. Maybe inhaling your left hand up. Look down, keep your neck long. Your shoulders are almost stacked here. If you can get them stacked, awesome. Keep your hips squared. Keep your knees the same distance apart, hip width. Your feet are hip width, they're parallel. Inhale and exhale, unravel. Extend your spine. Exhale, forward fold. And we're going to slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time, coming all the way up to the top. And exhale. Roll out your shoulders. Bring your feet together. Your big toes are touching, maybe at finger space between your heels. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, Chakrasana, side bending without moving your hips. Inhale, center. Exhale, bend to the other side. Inhale, center. Exhale, bend to the other side. Inhale, center, kind of making a half moon with your body. Exhale. Inhale up. And exhale, bend your knees, chair pose, Utkatasana. Check in with your low back. We don't want to overarch it here. Tuck your abs in. Bring your tailbone down. Inhale, extend long. And exhale, twist towards your right. Look back over your right shoulder. Make sure your knees are center. Press your palms together. Notice how far you can twist with your palms together at your chest. Where is your last point that you can turn to? Inhale. Extend your legs, stand, lift your right foot to the inside of your left leg, tree pose, Vrikshasana. Your foot can either be on the bottom, on the inside of your calf, or on the inside of your thigh. Don't press the foot into the knee, above or below. Press the foot into the thigh into the foot. Inhale, lift your hands. Hips are centered, hips are squared. And exhale, both hands over to your left side. Side bending in your tree pose takes a lot more core work. Inhale, back to center. It's okay to wobble. It's okay to fall. Exhale, over to your right side. Extending both sides of your body long. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, relax your hands. Bring your foot down with control, no slingshotting, and bend immediately into your chair pose. Again, tuck your tailbone, tuck your abs in. Knees are together, feet are together. Inhale, and exhale, twist to your left. Press your palms together. Look at your knees. Are they in the center? Do you need to bring them back? Notice your last point of rotation. How far can you turn into this twist? Keep breathing. Inhale. Extend your legs. Lift your left foot this time to the inside of your right leg, either below or above the knee. Doesn't matter. Either one is fine. Hips are centered. Hips are squared. Inhale. Bring your hands up. And exhale. Half mooning. Chakrasana. Side bending over to your right. Use your core. Inhale, come up. Exhale, side bend to your left. It's okay to bobble. It's okay to fall. When you fall, you just have to say to yourself, it's only yoga. It's not anything life or death. Relax. Come down immediately into your chair pose. Bend your knees. Weight is in the heels. Wiggle your toes. Sink your hips. Inhale. And exhale, twist to the right. This time, spread your arms wide. One hand reaching forward, one hand reaching back. And notice how much further you can twist. Knees are still in the center. When we have the leverage of our arms, we can actually get more rotation in our spine. Come back to the center, exhaling. Inhale, extend your legs. Right foot comes to the inner thigh or the inner calf. You know where we're going with this. Use your core, stay strong, press your foot into the ground. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, leaning, side bending to the left without moving the hips, as little hip movement as possible. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, side bend to the right. Chest is open. No collapsing the chest closed. Keep the chest open, up high. Bring your foot down with control and come immediately into your chair pose. One last side. Exhale, twist to the left. Check your knees. Spread your arms. Right hand reaching forward, left hand reaching back. Notice how much farther you can twist. Tuck your abs in. Bring your belly button in to protect your spine. Hips are in the same level. They're square. Knees as well. Feet are parallel. Inhale and exhale. Relax. Inhale, extend your legs. Lift your left foot. Press the sole of your left foot into the inside of your right leg. Press your right leg into your left foot. Inhale, lift your hands. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale up. Exhale, side bend to the left. This is a huge challenge, and there are days when it's just going to be impossible for whatever reason. So instead of letting yourself get frustrated, just smile, laugh through it. Exhale your hands down. One last time, sinking into chair pose. Inhale. Sink a bit deeper and exhale. Relax your legs, relax your arms down. Tadasana, palms facing forward. Open your chest and take a deep exhale through your mouth. Let it out. Inhale one more time through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out of your mouth. Wiggle it out. Feel your heartbeat come back to normal. Prepare yourself for the next series, where we normally step back into our lunges. Today we're going to step forward. Mix it up a little bit. So inhale your palms together at your chest. Lift your right leg and step your right leg forward with control, coming into a lunge position. Drop the back knee. And first, just shift. Check in with your legs. Your back leg, your back thigh should be on an angle. The knee is not directly below the hip at this point. Your front knee should be above or behind the ankle. You don't want that knee to come farther forward than the ankle. Otherwise, you'll be doing some knee damage. Shift your weight back for a moment. Drop your tailbone. Feel your low back neutral. Hands on your thigh. And exhale, gently shift forward without letting your low back overly arch. We don't want to dump into that hip joint today. We're going for more of a left hip flexor stretch. So a few times, inhale, shift back, drop your tailbone, spine neutral. And exhale, shift forward without letting your back arch as much as you can. Of course, it's going to arch a little bit. It's natural. But try to keep that arching minimal. Really go for the maximum sensation in your left side, your left hip flexors. Press your right hip back, your left hip forward. Inhale, raise your hands. Exhale, bend your elbows, cactus your arms, stretch your chest. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, hands up, legs are strong. Exhale, cactus your arms. Your legs are working here. They're working really hard. Inhale, hands up. Anjaneyasana, exhale, hands down. Press your thighs into the midline and lift your back knee. Start by lifting your hips a bit out of the posture and sink down into your crescent lunge. Right hip back, left hip forward, back leg is strong, pressing your heel behind you. Inhale and exhale your hands behind your head. 3 times, rounding your spine, elbows coming forward, stretching your neck, inhaling your chest open. Keep checking in with your feet and your legs. Work your feet and your legs. Keep your tailbone pressing down, your right leg pressing back. Last rounding of your back. Open your chest. Exhale, relax your hands. Inhale, hands up. And exhale, drop your back knee, drop your feet. Step that foot back slowly into down dog. Feel the difference between your two legs. Feel how hard your legs worked. Feel how doing that slowly with little minor adjustments really causes us to have a lot of awareness in which muscles we're stretching, which muscles we're working. Bend your knees and slowly walk your hands back to your feet. Extend your spine. Exhale, forward fold. And slowly roll it up. Get ready to do the other side. Inhale, hands above your head. Exhale, palms together at your heart. You're going to step your left foot forward this time, coming into your lunge. Again, do some adjustments. Drop your back knee. Make sure your right thigh is on an angle. Make sure your left knee is not crossing farther forward than your ankle. You're not dumping into that left hip, but you're pressing the left hip back, the right hip forward. Hands are on the thigh. Press your weight back, shift your weight back, drop your tailbone, bring your low spine neutral, and then shift forward, keeping your tailbone pressing down. Look for that deep stretch in the right hip flexor, the right thigh muscle, the right psoas. Move back and forth a few times with your breath. Keep squeezing your thighs into the midline, almost as if you have a block between your thighs. Of course we can't because our legs are separated, but squeeze. Inhale, raise your hands, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, cactus your arms, open your chest. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, up. Exhale, cactus. Use your abs to protect your low back. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands down. Squeeze your thighs into the midline. Inhale, lift the back knee and your arms. Lift your hips a little bit before coming into crescent lunge. Press the back leg as far back as you can and go through your 3 roundings and archings. Hand behind your head, curving your upper back, pressing your elbows forward. Inhaling, opening your chest. Check in with your legs at the same time. Continue to press your right leg back. Continue to squeeze your legs into the midline. Inhale, both hands up. Exhale, hands down. Drop the back knee. Slowly step into down dog. Wiggle out your hips if you'd like. Take a few deep breaths. Feel the difference that a few moments of stretching and deep lunges can have on your body. Think about the connections that you have to your low back. And inhale your left leg up, back behind you. Rotate your leg open and then bend your foot behind you. Bend the knee. Stretch the front of that hip flexor. Make sure that your right leg is not rotating out. So keep the right leg stable. Your shoulders are also in the same level. And we're going to do our spine rolls into plank that we did before. But this time we're going to do it with our left leg lifted. Roll forward. Roll back. It's a bit harder to connect to the spine, to feel each vertebrae rolling when we have a leg lifted. Roll back. Inhale. Exhale. Down dog with one leg lifted. Lift your heel. Roll forward. Plank pose. And stretch your left leg under your body so that your toes come in line with your hands. Bring your foot up. Look over your left shoulder. Drop your hips a little bit. Squeeze your thighs together and stretch. You should feel this in your IT band, maybe the outside of your hip. This is a really nice stretch, and it's one that we don't always get into this part of the body. Drop your hips. Sit down, wide-legged, seated position. Your left hand is behind you. Inhale your right hand up. Lift your hips, point your toes, and exhale, come back down, seated wide leg position. You're going to bring your left hand over to your right thigh. Activate your legs, lift your kneecap, toes pointed up to the ceiling. Drop your elbow to open your chest. Open your chest up. Inhale. And exhale, reach your left hand over towards your right foot. Make sure you're driving your left hip down at the same time. So you really want to feel this not just in the legs, but in the muscle, the quadratus lumborum on the outside left side of your low back. If you're really flexible, you can reach for your foot, grab the toes, and then turn your chest open. If you'd prefer to just be reaching overhead, great. You can look up, you can look down, make sure your neck isn't tired or feeling crunched. Continue to drive your left hip down and reach, really trying to feel it in that out left side of your low back. If you don't feel it, open your chest even more. Breathe deeply. This is a really good one to stretch if you have low back pain. It's really important. We use this muscle to sit and it can get really tired and really tense. Relax out of the pose, relax your knees. You're going to bend your left knee in and your right foot is going to come to the outside of your left knee. If that's inaccessible for you, if you can't bring both sit bones down or your hips level, then just leave your foot on the inside of your knee. You can also lengthen that left leg if you have knee pain and your body doesn't permit you to bend that knee. But I'm going to do the full pose, modify as you need. Make sure your left foot is sitting flat on the ground. Make sure both sit bones are on the ground. Your hips are level. Hug your knee into your chest with your left elbow and exhale, twist your chest towards your right. Pull the knee in towards you. Really try to feel the stretch in your glute and the outside of your hip. Getting into the twist, but first really trying to get a glute stretch here by pulling the knee in towards your chest. After a few deep breaths, if you'd like, you can inhale, reach your left hand up, and exhale the elbow on the outside of your knee. You can bind, you can extend the arm, you can keep the palm facing up, whatever modification, whatever variation of the pose that you usually take or that inspires you today, take that. Use this as a chance to get a really nice deep twist. Keep pressing both hips, both sit bones down, looking back over your right shoulder, breathing into the twist. Inhale and exhale, unravel. Come back center. We're going to stand without using our hands. Press your shin to the ground. Come up standing and then turn back to the front of the mat. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, we're going to step back into down dog. This time we're going to lift our right leg up and back. Three-legged dog with the right leg lifted. Rotate your hips open, but keep the leg long first. Then bend the knee, stretching the front of your hip. Your shoulders are in the same line. You're not dumping more into one hand or one shoulder. You can look at them and make sure. Make sure that your left foot, your standing foot, isn't being twisted. Exhale, close your hips off, square your hips, lift your heel, and round through to your plank position. Inhale, start pressing up. Exhale, three-legged dog. Inhale, lift your heel. Exhale, roll forward, plank with one leg lifted. Inhale up. Exhale, back, three-legged dog. Last time, forward, really trying to roll into each of those vertebrae. Pressing away your hands, and your right leg now comes under your body, over towards your left side. Toes are in line with your fingers. Press your hips down, look over your right shoulder. Drop your hips, squeeze your thighs together. Really use your abs here. Get a twist, get an IT band stretch. And turn so you can come seated. Your right hand is behind you. Left hand reaches up. Lift your hips, point your toes, and exhale, sit back. Activate your legs, lift your kneecaps, flex your feet, toes pointing up to the ceiling. Drop your left elbow. Your left hand reaches to your right thigh, and exhale, reach your right arm over your head. Go for that low right side of your back. If you'd like to reach for your toes and then roll your chest open, go for it. Make sure that your neck is long. You're not crunching your neck. You can look up, you can look down. Keep your chest open. Keep driving your right hip down. Don't let it lift. Don't let your right sit bone come off the ground. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach your hand up, and exhale, relax. Relax your knees, shake out your knees. This time we're going to bend our right knee in and bring your left foot to the outside of your right knee. Your left foot is pressing down, your right knee is bent. Again, modify as you need, take variations. Make sure both sit bones are down, your hips are even. Hug your left knee with your right elbow. Look back behind you, turning with an exhale, starting with a moderate twist, but really trying to get into the outside of that left hip. Stretching your hip, stretching your glute, taking a few deep breaths. Inhale, reach your right hand up. Exhale, left your elbow come to the outside of your leg. Maybe modify, maybe take a bind, maybe stretch your arm out, whatever you need. Take a deeper twist. Each time you inhale, imagine your spine growing taller. Each time you exhale, rotate, twist deeper into the stretch, into the posture. On an exhale, unwind, press your right shin into the ground to stand up. Come back to the front of the mat. Inhale, hands up. Awesome job. Exhale, forward fold. Relax. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, step back. Plank pose. Lean forward, lean back, lean forward. Come down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. That is our only vinyasa of the day. We're going to come down to a seated position. So however you'd like to do that, if you'd like to drop your knees, swing your legs around, or gently jump forward, cross your legs, point your toes, and come to a seated position. Stretch your legs in front of you, slowly come down onto your back, spine is neutral, hug your knees into your chest. Inhale, and exhale, plant your feet. Take a few deep breaths, relax, feel the support under your spine, the support that the floor gives you. Widen your feet the width of the mat and drop both of your knees over to the right. Your legs are not touching. Come back up. Drop over to the left. Windshield wipering your knees from side to side, stretching out your hip flexors, your psoas muscles. This should feel really good. Keep both of your hips pretty level. Keep your hips on the ground. Rock back and forth. Inhaling, knees up. Exhaling, knees over to one side. You shouldn't feel any knee pain here. If you do, maybe skip this one. Make sure your feet are active. You're pulling your toes back towards your shins. And when you come over to the right side, relax there. Stay there for a few breaths. Really stretch into your left hip flexor, your left psoas muscle. Inhale, knees up. Exhale over to the left side. Hold it there this time, pressing your right hip back behind you, stretching your right hip flexors. Arms are spread wide, spine is neutral, neck is relaxed. Inhale, knees back up to center. Exhale, hug your knees into your chest. Bring your feet down to the ground, about hip width. Heels are close to your body, to your glutes. Press your palms down alongside your body and slowly, one vertebrae at a time, lift your hips. Bridge pose. Exhale, one vertebrae at a time, coming back down, relaxing. 2 more times, you're going to come up and down, starting with your tailbone, your sacrum, your low back, mid back, up back, upper back. Exhaling, starting with your thoracic, your upper back, your low back, your sacrum, your tailbone, coming down flat, taking a deep breath, neutral spine. And one more time, lifting your hips, lifting each vertebrae, coming up into bridge pose. Knees don't splay out to the sides, they stay hip width. Exhale, come down. Relax there. Take a few neutral, deep breaths before you hug your knees into your chest one last time. If you need a last pose, You can roll out your knees, relax your low back, take any last pose you need. Then stretch out one leg, stretch out the other leg, stretch out your arms. Use your hands to grab your head and gently extend your neck, your cervical spine, and relax your arms alongside your body. Take your final pose, your Shavasana relaxation pose. Close your eyes and sink. Feel your spine grow heavy, sink into the posture. Enjoy a few moments here for you. If you'd like to do a bit more stretching and spinal work, check out day 4 of my relaxation video. And otherwise, thanks for practicing. We'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.